RUNMODE podcast. Welcome back to the Runners podcast, RUNMODE podcast. My name is Mohotjie and I'm a marathon runner and ultra marathon runner. I am rolling with Madisha. How are you, my good sir?
Good, and how are you?
I'm good, man.
Yes.
Yes, how's the running going?
Fine. Everything is fine.
You're still doing the secret training?
Very much.
And the secret training is still going good?
And it's working.
It's working?
Yeah.
Lovely things, man.
Yes, like top runners.
Oh, you're doing secret running like top runners?
Yes.
Are you doing secret running to become a top runner?
No, to become myself. A better self.
Oh, okay. But you're applying top runner techniques?
No. Social
Secret.
runner per top runner techniques.
Social runner per top runner.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those,
Yeah,
all of the ocean marathon.
Yes, it's a top runner who is a social runner.
I can't wait to see. So when do we do the big reveal?
The big reveal will be done after comrades. If it's come to fruition, if it's okay, then I'll reveal it.
So if it doesn't come to fruition?
Then it's a flop.
So
you don't make flop public.
So you can't see the mistakes?
Yes, you can see the mistakes, but they will be, we'll talk about them as time goes on, but you can't say, no, hey, people have flopped. Yeah.
Now we can't wait to see it. V-Class, this guy's going to show us some magic after comrades, man. Some Chesla Posa things.
Yes.
I went and I wanted to run my long pre-comrades marathon run.
The 61.
The 60, but mine was going to be 50 because we were close to comrades and I've already done enough mileage.
Okay.
And I went in, it was a half marathon event, the Rocky Nice and Easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running with three other friends. And the plan was we'll do the 21 and then we'll add 30 after that, 30 or 32 after that to make it 50, maximum 55.
Or you are those dramatic people who run a half marathon in your head.
No,
That's being dramatic.
The reason for that was because we were going to need a water point and we didn't have a water point.
Okay.
So we wanted to make use of the race's water points.
Okay.
And then after that we're going to rock and roll. And that last 30 kilometers, there was a group of guys from Department of, what is it again? Public Works. Yes, their running crew also were doing an additional, I think they were doing 50 or something like that. So shout out to those guys, they did some magical work. Okay. But when I was running it, I ran a maximum of 34 because beyond 25 I started feeling some niggles, what I thought was a niggle. And it became, I don't want to use the word severe, but whatever degree is lesser than severe, just before. Yeah. Just above the knee.
It became upgraded.
It upgraded.
Yeah.
It went to private school.
Yes.
It upgraded.
Yes.
And it became quite painful the more I was running on the hills. When I was running going downhill, it was fine. When I was running up the hills, just when I was getting to the crest, it was becoming a bit to the top. It was becoming a bit painful. Yes. So I decided to let it go at 34 kilometers and go check on some mobility and strength training. So it's going to be a big gamble that I'm taking, but that's what I'm going to be doing. You know, mine is not a secret.
Yeah, okay.
Mine is not a secret at this stage.
Yes, the thing is, like the way I hear you, it was a left leg.
Yeah, it was on my left leg.
Left leg. Now, in my experience, for me, in most cases, when I get cramps or I get some niggles or whatever, they are in my left leg.
Yeah.
My right leg doesn't get those things. Now, it actually means your left leg is the pulling leg.
Left leg is the pulling leg?
Yes. Even myself, the left leg is the pulling leg because every time I get cramps or I get calf cramps or whatever, it's on the left leg. It means it's the one that is propelling the body. But you are not aware. So
if it was a car, it would be the rear wheels that are getting the power, like a rear wheel drive, so to speak.
No, the forward. The forward, it means it's the left.
Oh, the weaker one. Yes, sure.
Is the forward? Is the left one? The forward left one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means it's the one that is propelling the car forward.
Yeah.
So the body doesn't go with two legs.
There's a pulling leg and a
supporting leg, but it's also Yes, but it's also helping, but all of us, we have got that strong leg, but we are not aware.
No,
And
not
when you
aware.
get an injury, that injury will attack that leg first.
For the intensity of the
Because
activity you're doing.
because the intensity of that leg is not like the intensity of that other leg.
So
Now is the time for people to realize that not all the legs are equal in power.
3 weeks to go before Comrades Marathon. Now they must find out.
No, if a person has got an injury in that leg, it means there must be the precautionary measures to be applied on that leg. If it's a calf, then it means you need to get those patches. You put them there, and when you are doing strength training, you must put more work on that leg so that you have got the balance. Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So the other leg is just there for stability.
Yes, for stability and for propelling, but and on a lesser note. That is when you start to take off and you say, I'm running fast, there is a leg that is going to make you run fast.
And that is a natural, that's instinct, that's natural.
That is instinct, and it's not what you know.
Yes, it can be.
It's not what you know.
So
but
is it
people who are doing hurdles, they know the jumping
That's
leg.
a brilliant example.
That's they know the
beautiful example.
Yeah, they know the jumping leg. They don't jump with left and go jump with
They
that
don't
one.
jump with the weak one. I don't want to call them a strong and the weak leg.
At some point, you will touch those things and people will be one because there will be no coordination, and they know how many steps they take before the next one.
Between they have to.
Between the
the long stride up.
Yes, the stronger one will be the one that will go up. You can't go with a weak one.
So, how do besides people will find out just by starting to sprint or if they can to do hurdles, marathon runners. Yes. But how else can marathon runners find out about this? I think this is about
the weaker and the stronger legs.
Yeah.
Yes, I said the one that is attacked by injuries many times
is the
one that is you can't have cramps in a leg that is lagging behind.
Yeah, that's going to be
a
severe case.
Yes, it means the power and the muscles that are going to be overworked are the muscles of the leg that is overworking.
Snap.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm gobsmacked. Is it possible if I'm right-handed, so I use obviously my right leg as well. If I was playing football, I'll probably be.
It doesn't work that way.
No, but that's my question. Is it possible?
Okay, you say
if
I'm left-handed, then I'm going to have a left.
I'm asking if it's possible to have, if I'm left-handed,
the stronger one will be the one that is corresponding with the side.
The alternative one.
Yes, it doesn't work that way. I'm right-handed, but my stronger leg is the left one. I tested it this morning when I was running.
Revealing secrets.
When I was running.
We're peeling the onion of secrets.
No, when I was running.
We must not cry.
When I was running, I tested it that now.
Yeah.
Let me run faster, and somehow I didn't think about that I'm running faster, but I just increased speed. Yeah. And I just started to feel that the left leg was the one that is pulling me hard. That is controlling speed. Yeah. Yes, and when I go back to memories then, I found that all the comrades, when I suffered cramps at some point, it was the left leg, not the right leg, and I never experienced cramps this side.
So your right leg is the stronger one?
No.
Your left leg is the stronger one?
Yes, it's the one that is doing a lot of
work. Yes.
So this one, but if with experience, if you know this, you can just change them. You just say now I'm pulling with a right leg. Now I'm pulling with the left leg.
Sure.
Yes.
And when you do strength training,
like when you play football, you can say now I want to play with the left leg. Now I want to play with the right leg.
But then
because if you get if you get an injury like an ankle, yes. When I was playing football, there was a time I got an injury on the right ankle, and I used the left leg, and people were not aware.
Sure. Okay.
Yes, but it comes with experience. You can't do that when you're a kid.
No, you can't. Not when you're a novice.
Yes.
You can't. You can't.
Yes, and another thing, going to comrades.
Yeah.
I did some research. Yes, on people who got the best positions last year. That is number 1 and number 1.
Number 1 females and number 1 males.
Yes.
This is the Dutchman and Gardasteen.
Yes.
What's the Dutchman's name again? I forgot his
Piet
name.
Wiersma.
Piet Wiersma, yes.
Yes. How they prepared for the comrades.
Did you have like live videos of how they?
No. I did some digging.
Okay.
Yes.
You found gold. What is
yes.
the gold? Do tell.
Piet Wiersma went to Kenya.
Yes.
He went to Kenya.
Spent like 6 weeks there, no?
Yes, 6
Yeah,
weeks.
I heard in an interview saying that.
Yes. He came here in the middle of April and May, and he was in Pretoria.
Yeah.
Yes. So he did those 6 weeks there in Kenya. Kenya is hilly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hills.
Yeah.
He practiced hills because he knew that they were going to. It was an up run.
He did say it's a weakness of his. Yeah.
Yeah. So he went to Kenya, and Kenya there are some hills, and now when he was in Kenya, he was living a Spartan life. Spartan life. Spartan life is when you are not exposed to this junk food that we eat. You know, we eat the rubbish. So now he was like caged.
Right. He was secluded from the world. He had his own. He was like in a bio situation.
Yes, eating not junk food that we have. So but training very hard, and he was doing hill repeats.
So
a lot of hill repeats.
He was camping.
He was camping.
He was on a camp.
Yes.
Like our guys go to Dalstrom or go to the KZN.
Yes. Now Karda was in Dalstrom. He went to is it Qatar or what? But before the comrades, after the 2 oceans.
Yeah.
Yes. She rested and she went there.
Yeah.
She did some hill repeats. For 2 oceans, she was doing 37 kilometers of hill at a pace.
Right.
Yes. Preparing for 2 oceans.
When you say at a pace, at a tempo.
Yes, at a tempo.
Yeah.
37 kilometers. And she was in Dalstrom. Now, most of the guys that I know, those who want to be in the top 10, now they are in Dalstrom.
Yeah, in Dalstrom.
Most of the guys, because it is 2,220
meters above sea level.
Yes, 2,220. That is the highest place, I think, in South Africa.
One of the highest. Mpumalanga has like the top 3 high of the top 5.
Mpumalanga
has 3.
Next to Sabi.
Yes.
Next to Sabi, when you drive there.
Yes. There's White River and there's Sabi and there's all those places.
Yes.
Inside.
Now they are there. Some go to Lesotho because it's an altitude. Yes.
And also runners from Lesotho usually smack South African runners when they get a chance.
Yes, the guy from Lesotho won the 2 oceans.
The oceans, yes. He won oceans.
Yeah. So
show them flames.
Yes.
Flames.
So now you don't train here. You don't train here with us here, and you are missed by cars here, and you say you can win comrades. And now when you go to comrades, you don't train part time.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't train part time.
What do you mean? What do you mean part time?
Yes, like I'm working. So I go in the morning, I run 10 at a tempo, then I go to work, I'm standing, my work, I stand the whole day.
And
then later, I try to run, that is...
The legs are depleted.
Yes, those guys, they run in the morning, so many kilometers, then they go and eat and sleep. It's a camp.
It's a camp.
Yes, they go and sleep.
But they're
off the social media. And they're off the social media now.
Yes,
you can try to check them.
That's
yes, I'm a friend with most of them, these top runners. But now they're off.
You're friends with top runners?
Yes.
You guys have a little WhatsApp?
No, it's simple to be a friend. You just go to Facebook and say add friend.
So you're a Facebook friend?
Yes, but some we...
It's not the same. No. It's not the same.
No, some we communicate deeper.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, and ask advices. Some of these advices I get from them.
Ludwig, in his book, Ludwig Mamabolo, 2012 Comrades Marathon winner, he explained about how he kept a job. He was working in banking at the time.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of work he was doing. So I don't know how intense.
Yes, I usually saw him at a certain bank.
Yes, but he held a full-time job, so-called 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And he was able to do hard effort morning, low effort evening, at least 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
And he came back with a medal, and then he came back continued to come back with, I think, 4 or 5 more gold medals.
Yeah.
Comrades Marathon.
Because
winning a hell of a lot of marathons.
Because his employers were understanding.
Oh.
Like, the day he's working somewhere, there is the lady who got number 2, Comrades.
I see her, yes, I see her. I forgot her name.
Yes,
I see
she's
her.
working there as in security.
Is he still working there? I thought he resigned.
I don't know, but
if I won and I broke the record, I'm no longer getting.
But he was working there, so he got leave to go and train.
Sure,
because
sure.
even the lady is a lecturer there or whatever.
So he was a security guard at the Northwest University.
Northwest University,
yes,
and
yes.
the lady who got number 2 was a lecturer there.
Was a lecturer at the university, yes.
Yes. So the employer understood.
Yeah.
So we have got greedy employers.
No, I think they just don't understand this.
They don't understand.
Yeah, it's not that they're
Yes,
greedy. They just don't understand this.
Yeah, they don't understand. So that means, comrades, it needs thorough preparation.
Thorough.
Yes,
Sometimes secret as you do it.
Yes,
Doing
yes.
some secret
Yeah,
things.
when you go to comrades, you don't just reveal your plans. Because
course.
people will judge you.
You
People
must
will
reveal
judge
your
you.
plan, yeah. You're on a podcast, you're talking about Comrades Marathon for 6 months. You must reveal your plan, you must see.
No,
How else are we going to know that it was true?
the thing that I did is last time when I was somewhere,
Yeah,
when they did the 60,
yeah.
now somebody came to me and said, your speed this year has decreased. Why? You see? So they are checking my Strava. Then he doesn't know my
Who's
plan.
this culprit so we can go to him? Because this guy...
No, he said my speed has decreased.
Yeah.
Now, he's forgetting something.
Yeah.
As a human being, you are growing.
Yeah.
And growing old.
Yeah.
And as a human being, you plan.
Yeah.
No one can sprint, comrades.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to be wise.
Yeah.
So now I'm becoming wiser. So now you must have a speed. you must have a speed that you can maintain.
Yeah, you should. You should.
You are not a top runner, like I said. You are working during the day. So you get tired. So you need to maintain yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those kind of things. Now, when you do your things and you put them on social media for now, people judge you.
They will.
And when you fail, now,
but if you're Madisha, you get judged either way.
yes, they judge you
Either
and
way.
put you somewhere that you are going to return with silver or be ruined or whatever.
Or what
They don't
you
know
do.
your plan.
And they don't know your ability, plans, anything. They don't know your intent.
Yes, if you
for
can
running
get ruined, you get silver. That is for a day they will praise you, and that matter. I just saw my bill road 2 years ago. Yeah, because I put them
you say
somewhere.
You don't look at medals.
No, I don't look at medals. That is the past. It's the history. History must belong in history.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're a few weeks before Comrades Marathon.
Yes. Now, before we go to that one
And-
again,
Yeah.
comrades is a very tough thing.
Yes.
Where you must have mental resilience and you must have patience. Now, that is why I'm going to use a certain example that you will not like. Congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs for being resilient.
Why wouldn't I like it?
I don't know. But Kaizer Chiefs, yes, was resilient for 10 years.
No, the Kaizer Chiefs fans were
And now
the Kaizer Chiefs fans are resilient. The players came
those ones I like them because they are loyal.
Yeah.
Because Kaizer Chiefs made a lot of DNFs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like-
DNSs.
Yeah,
Sometimes
DNF.
Yeah.
Like a comrade runner will do a DNF
Yeah.
now and come back again and come back again and come back again and come back again until they finish the comrades. They'll be very much happy.
Dear Novice runner, look at Kaizer Chiefs the
Look
past
at
9,
Kaizer
10
Chiefs
years.
for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
It was trying or it was getting DNF.
Sometimes it wasn't trying, it just despondent. Sometimes they were like,
Yes, there are various factors that the
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs can look at that. No, here we failed.
Mhm.
So, but just to win a cup is very tough because it's high pressure games. Even comrade, high pressure
Very
for
high
a day.
yeah.
Yes, but you plan for the whole year. And,
Yeah.
and if you get a DNF and you are very much disappointed, and you must know that all teams, when they go to the finals, they print champions 2024, 2025.
They do.
Yeah, so the other team now, I don't know where the
Kaizer
t-shirts
Chiefs
are.
had that one of the You're talking about my team, not the Pirates. No, the t-shirts are there.
Okay. No, I don't know. They will be given to the. I don't know.
No, that's fine.
Yes, let's continue.
Let's continue. Let's talk about tapering, man. Because
Yes.
we're getting closer and closer to Comrades Marathon.
Yes.
You know, you've mentioned previously on this podcast that tapering is for people who are afraid of running.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's because we didn't have the same understanding of the meaning of tapering. Because some people say they are tapering and they just, you know, lie back and wait for the race day.
Yes.
But in my opinion, tapering is, it only becomes effective if you've actually been training for a minimum of 8 weeks, say minimum, leading towards race day. I mean, I would say 12, 16 weeks is ideal. But because of today's world and because we like things and when there's a marathon, we all flock there, I would say 8 weeks. If you're packing in about 3 months of training, 12 weeks, then the last 2 weeks is where you take a break from high intense running or a high intense volume, but you continue training with the intensity that you've been training with to allow your body to, you know, come back, recoup from the high volume that you would have done the preceding 4 weeks, you know. But you were saying a lot of people are not tapering the right way.
Yes.
Which is why you say that.
They are not tapering the right way because, as you said, you have to decrease the volume of your training.
The volume meaning the mileage and
the mileage.
Yeah.
And you have to decrease that gradually.
Yeah, gradually.
And it must be done before a race. It's not only about comrades.
Yes.
It's about a race. You can't be training on Friday and Saturday there is a race and you want to do your personal best.
You want to compete, yeah. That
you'll
can't
have
be
fatigue.
your type 1. No,
you'll
you
have
can't.
fatigue. So it means you have to have some days because it's a small thing. A marathon is a small thing.
Yeah.
Because you can run that in less than 4 hours if you're a slow runner. So
we can't finish. We can never. We'll have this guy.
So now, you prior to that marathon, maybe from Tuesday, you have to rest or you have to do tapering. And normally we just rest after Tuesday or Wednesday. We rest for 2 days or 3 days. But towards the marathon, you have to reduce the mileage, but you have to remain with the intensity, so that your muscles must not forget to run. You can't be running slow because those muscles will go back. Sure. Yes. So you can go for 5 kilometers, you can go for 10 kilometers because you'll be running the 42. For the comrades, it's best to, because you are a social runner, you are not going to compete there as a top runner. You can just do between 10 and 15 kilometers, but the intensity must be there. If you are a 5:30 person, you must just try to be somewhere next to 5:30.
But you see, I think this is the confusing part for a lot of marathon runners, because remember in South Africa, most marathon runners are ultra marathon runners too. So you get those who, like you and I, would qualify in the later part of the year before Comrades Marathon. And then you get those who qualify early in the year, and then those who qualify in the months leading 2-3 months before Comrades Marathon, like your Mall of the North Marathon, your Wally Haywards and everything. But now, because some people run consistently, but they just have times where they're now training for a marathon, their tapering period might mean that for their Comrades Marathon plan, they're supposed to be doing high intensive stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody who would have ran Comrades, who would have ran Mall of the North Marathon, when they start tapering, that's towards the end of March. That's when you start racking up the mileage. You start increasing 10, 15, 20% of your weekly mileage. You know, so they might not know when to taper because of that, or how to taper because of that.
Then what you said, it's going to have some risk, because you say they are not going to reduce the mileage. Yeah,
they have two targets basically. They have Comrades Marathon and this marathon that they using to qualify.
Yes. Now, I don't think, maybe it comes with experience, You
Of
can't
course
be
it does.
you can't be qualifying at the later stages,
Mm.
going to run comrades, and you want to qualify, you want to do a personal best in May.
Yeah.
That is very wrong.
Wally
Because
Hayward.
you have been training all along from September last year.
Wally Hayward is nice because it's cold. It's cold up there in Centurion. You just go on and fly.
It's not
get
time.
your
It's
PB.
not time to. It's not time to put yourself under pressure now.
Sure.
It's time to reduce. And if you go to that one in Hayward, there is it a 42?
There's a 42. Yeah, it's a 42 kilometer. full
It's a
marathon.
42.
It's got 21s and 10s, but
Yes, I don't like these marathons that are next to. That is why I'm saying
next to the
Gerda Steyn-
concrete.
Yes, Gerda Steyn will not run any marathon before the two oceans.
Because she's chasing the winner. Are you chasing the winner?
No,
the winning
but
position.
no, but we are chasing not to be DNFs.
Sure.
Yes, so you can't be going there with fatigue.
Yeah.
Yes, so a person must understand that they must try to qualify early so that they can manage themselves. It's just that people are not disciplined. If they qualify early, then they will just think, no, I've qualified. Then they don't train. So that's why I'm saying we are two types of runners. Some are training to go to the comrades. Some train just to be fit and be healthy. That is why, let me address one comment that we got from YouTube. One guy saying, no, we are not going to comrades to have fun.
Yeah.
We are going there to achieve whatever. No. Firstly, as a social runner, you go there to have fun.
Yes,
but it's a fun with pain.
Yes.
I go
it's
there
controlled
to
fun.
I go there to have fun so that now I can have that comrades marathon medal and
so
I
you
can
can
show
bring content to
I can show off. But there is pain inside.
It's a
Because-
hell of a lot of pain.
Lot of pain.
Yeah.
But the first thing there is to go for fun. Now, if you
Yeah.
go there and you are serious, that thing can teach you life.
Yeah.
But the first thing there is a hobby. This thing.
It is.
You have-
It's a
you-
leisure activity.
there-
It's a hobby.
Yes, the ultimate goal is to have fun there. That is why even if in soccer, when a person is being substituted and another one is getting, they say go there and have fun, but with responsibility.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what is the risk of not tapering? Because I get you taper
Yes.
so that your body can recoup. Because, again, using that example of 12 weeks,
Yeah.
week 7, 8 till week 6 till
Yes.
week 10.
Yes.
You're putting some heavy mileage.
Mm.
You're doing some heavily intense stuff in the gym. If you're doing resistance training, you're doing some heavy hills. You probably, I'm talking about people who are actually serious about running. Your diet has probably changed. Your sleeping patterns have adjusted. Your hydration daily has probably increased. And that requires like Zen level focus. You're
Yes.
supposed to be focused for 6 weeks, a month and a half
Yes.
with that kind of focus. And then you say, okay, now I'm going to do 2 weeks of slowing down this intensity, this volume.
Yeah.
So that you can sleep a bit more, so that you can your hydration can work better for you and your diet and everything like that. But what is the risk if you don't taper, or you don't taper properly, or you don't time it in accordance to your
when
marathon
you're running at a fast pace, muscles get these microfibers, the muscles, they get injured. And when the repairing process,
they get torn, you mean?
yes, they get torn.
Yeah.
So when you are resting, then they get repaired.
Yes.
They regenerate.
Yes.
When you run with low mileage, they get repaired. But if you keep on running long distances, there is no chance for them to recover. And when you run long distances, there is the glycogen depletion.
Yes.
Then when you have got glycogen depletion, when you go to run a serious one, you find that your body has got reduced glycogen.
Yeah.
Then it's going to result in fatigue.
Your muscles are going to be fatigued.
Yeah, they will be fatigued because you don't have any reserves. You have spent all the reserves. You have taken a long distance journey, the petrol is gone. But you want the petrol there. Instead of taking shorter shorter distances.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is one of the things now. And when you have got those things, there is fatigue, you're forced to run, then there is injury.
Have you ever had that experience where you didn't taper properly and you tried to go into a marathon and do like performance, like a serious performance?
Yes, I think 2023. Yeah, that's when I got a bill Rowan. I went out fast.
Comrades.
My tapering was not well organized. Yes, comrades, because we were going down poly shots.
23 years.
That is when I said I saw the bike, then I went back for a very long time.
Yes, the timing.
Yeah, because it was nice. I was going.
It's not because it was downhill. You could
Yes,
see
it
far.
was downhill and for something. And
Yeah.
I thought I'll maintain this, but somewhere
This is just 2 years ago.
just 2 years ago.
Look at the wealth of knowledge and experience.
Just 2 years ago, and you learn.
Yeah, you
So
learn.
then that is why now I can know that you can't sprint comrades.
Yeah.
Even if you can say no, I want to get silver or whatever, then at some point the glycogen will be finished.
And then you need assistance.
You need assistance. So those are the risks of not tapering, and also there will be decreased performance because you don't have glycogen.
Yeah.
Yes, and that this glycogen is stored in the liver and in the muscles.
Yes.
That is the one that is readily available to produce energy.
It's the energy source for when you're blasting out now. When you're
yes.
performing at a high.
Yes, but at some point, even if you eat, at some point it will be depleted, and the food that you eat will not turn into glycogen fast
Because it's not digested.
because you are working, so
Yeah.
there is no time for the body systems to work it out. So that is when you will eat, but now there will not be power that you are going to have.
Uh-huh.
And now the other thing is mental burnout. You will have mental burnout when you run, because the mental thing, you will feel fatigued, you will feel a burning sensation in your legs, then your mind will start to work against
This is
you.
stuff that you're thinking about.
Yes, then you start to think about DNF and all those things. You need to run with a clear mind. With a clear mind, and when you're fatigued,
Not possible.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff on the watch.
Yes. Yeah.
There's someone telling you touch for power. There's a lot of external distractions is what I mean.
Yes. And
There
the
might
last
be-
thing, and the last thing is it can compromise your immune system,
Yes.
because you need to rest. Your immune system must come back so that it can work for you.
This is the tapering.
Yes, the tapering, it means you don't need high mileage before a major race. You need to take care of yourself. Fitness will not run away
Fitness will not run away.
from
These
you.
are quotes. This guy's throwing quotes.
No, fitness will not run. Now the
Fitness will
fitness
not
will
run
not run away from you. If you are fit, you are fit.
Yeah.
And when you run and you feel that no, I'm becoming tired,
Yeah.
after 10 kilometers, your body will just
Will be back to normal.
have got a thermostat like us inside us, so that will regulate everything to the correct level.
That's if you're fit though. I mean.
Yes, that's why I'm saying fitness will not run away.
Yeah.
If you are fit, you are fit. So you must not doubt yourself.
I think let's pick up on what you're saying. Let's speak on race hydration. You're speaking now about glycogen and it being stored in the liver and the muscles. You know, information like this, a lot of runners don't know it. It just feels so highly technical. And a lot of runners don't study these things, but this is how the body functions, at a biological level.
Yes.
You know, despite the stuff that you would eat, the carbs and the protein that you would eat to give you fuel on race day, leading up to race day, you need to hydrate quite a lot, because I mean it helps with the functioning of your body, especially the brain, which you spoke about mental. But during the marathon, you know, there's like 100 milliliter water sachets. Some people run with even bigger bottles. Water is used for drinking, for cooling down the body. When people spray, sometimes they spray each other with the water for no reason. How much water must one have during a marathon? You know, sometimes obviously you have it, you know, intermittently, but how much water all in all?
Before a marathon, like during the time of tapering, like now,
Yeah.
you need to take in liquids. It's water. It's winter here. in South Africa now.
And the lower
It's not easy to drink water because we don't normally get thirsty.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes. What you have to do in order to make yourself not to suffer a lot is to drink these sports drinks. If you take this sports drink per day, I think it's how many milliliters?
500.
500. Then there is water, the electrolytes.
Yeah.
So the body will be balanced. If you take it per day, you are supplying your body with electrolytes.
Yeah.
And you are supplying the body with water. So at least if you take one per day, when you forget to drink water, but you drink something.
Yeah.
And part of the body, 80% of the body is water.
Yeah.
80% of a cell inside the body is water. So the cell to function, it needs water. But the water in the correct way.
What do you mean correct way? Fluid?
Correct way, it means it must be the correct amount with that is having some salts inside it. We are talking about sodium, we are talking about magnesium and potassium, I think.
Yes, the minerals, yeah.
Yes, the minerals that are going to balance between the gut and the cells, because when you drink water, the water will go to the kidney and there will be some balance.
Yeah.
So you need to drink water in the correct amount, and you don't need to overhydrate.
Yeah, but how much water do you take? What is overhydration? Obviously would mean you're taking more than how much you need to take. Because I've found that if I just have more than two sachets at a go, every water point, every 3 kilometers, after about 10 kilometers, I'm gonna have a slushy stomach.
Yes, in fact, experts will say take 2 to 3 liters of water per day.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
This is a normal day, not running the marathon day.
Yes, we are talking about an athlete here who must be ready, who must prepare the body.
Yeah.
Well, we're not talking about somebody who is just wandering about.
Yeah, we're talking about an athlete.
It's an
ultra
marathon
athlete.
Yes, those other ones, they don't put their body on the line.
Like we do.
We're not talking about them.
Yeah.
Is it something of saying, experts say must drink 8 liters of water per day?
8 glasses.
8
so
glasses.
2 liters, yeah.
No,
2 liters.
glasses have got different sizes.
Yeah. They, of course. But
yes.
The recommended is 2
yes.
2 liters of water.
2 to 3 liters of water per day. Now, if you are serious about your things, is to have that bottle. There are some colorful bottles nowadays.
Yeah.
You can keep it then so that you can make sure that you finish that bottle per day. And the bad thing about drinking water for some of us is to go to the loo many times.
Yeah, I will do
yes, but it's okay because you are cleaning yourself.
Yeah, you're regulating.
You don't have to worry, but you don't have to forget this thing. No. And sports drink.
For example.
No, sports drink.
For example.
Yeah, sports drinks have got colors.
Yes.
Different colors. Some are orange, some are this.
I've never seen a black one.
The black one is there.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's there. It's there, the black currant.
Okay.
Yes. So now, the problem with drinking water and being passionate about drinking water is you can drink more.
Yeah.
We say is overhydrating.
Yes.
Overhydrating can cause dizziness. Overhydrating can cause a condition called hypermetropia. Hypermetropia or hypometropia.
Right.
Yes.
Never heard of it. A lot of syllables in there.
It's hypo. Hypo is when there is a lot of water in the body and it decreases the temperature to below 35 or 30, and then it will cause some of the vital organs not to function. Yeah. Yes, that is overhydration. Then, if you don't hydrate, then you are running and there is no water, like you are in a marathon.
Like how we were going to be.
There will be hypermetropia. That is hyper. Hyper, it means that the body will become what? And over 40 degrees Celsius, the body will start to have problems.
Yeah, over 38 degrees, yeah.
Yeah, so the body's optimum temperature is between something 30 and 37. That is where now body enzymes can work. So you need to put that. Now when you are running, they say you must drink water when you are thirsty.
When you are thirsty?
Yes, when you are running, especially if it's hot, when you feel the thirst, then you drink water. Your body is telling you to drink water. Don't drink the whole sachet. You just take a quarter of the sachet.
Of course.
Yes,
of course.
you just put.
Of course.
Yes,
That's
if you take the whole,
part.
then the water will be overhydrated. Then the stomach will change.
Yeah.
Yes, you will start to go to the loo many times because the water is a medium in which all chemical reactions take place. So in the stomach there will be a lot of work because you are working.
The work in the stomach, not in the legs.
Yes, you are working and the stomach will work.
Yeah.
So you must limit the amount of water that you take.
So you could safely say half a sachet or maybe like a third of a sachet over a 3 kilometer period.
Yes, I never saw somebody taking the whole sachet unless because
unless there's an emergency.
No, unless because I ran somewhere top half of the people.
Of
maybe
course.
Those who are coming.
Because the ones coming.
Those who are coming from the back, maybe they take them on. They take them on, then the stomach start to misbehave. One of the consists of DNF. They mess up their stomachs with the whole session.
It's a big cause of the DNF.
Yes, there are so many factors of DNFs. Some of them we don't know. It's just that it's difficult to interview a person who has undergone a DNF. It's only you
who has undergone it and is over it. Because in my opinion, once you go through a DNF, there's no doubt about it. It's going to cause some mental problems.
Yes, we're not gonna come close to you. We're not gonna call you or whatever because you can kill us.
and say that I was temporarily insane because I had a DNF.
Yes, some will tell you, I was using my money to run. So where do you get in? So you just wait for the fire to
cool down.
Yeah. Then you say, hey, what happened? Then say maybe I drank a lot of water. Then my stomach started to misbehave. So just take a quarter of the sachet. And taking a lot of water and this sachet that I've got this, you must when you take them, close your throat.
Close your throat?
Yes, with your tongue.
How do you swallow then?
You don't swallow, you just put the water at the front, then you'll swallow gradually. If you put the water and you squeeze and it strikes you there, when you finish running, you finish running, you will be, these things have got some salts. Yeah. You will be, there will be inflammation and you won't be able to eat. Yes, you'll eat tomorrow. Most of the comrade runners, when they knock off, they try to eat. It's not possible. There is a pain here.
Did it happen to you?
It happened to me the first time.
First comrades?
Yeah, the first comrades. I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat because there was inflammation here. So now that is when I asked somebody, said, no, when you take in these things, just close your throat and put the water and you throw and you must swallow gradually. Don't squeeze and it strikes you here.
No, it's not swallow gradually means you closed your mouth, meaning you're breathing with your nose.
You closed your throat with your deeper tongue.
Sure, but you're effectively meaning that you're going to be breathing with your nose.
You just put that water. You are not a top runner. You can't be doing those things while you are running fast. Those things are for the top 10. And here we are addressing people.
I'm a top runner. When I see you, I say top runner. When you see me, you say top runner. I'm
top runner. Top runner of batch 2.
No, batch 2 doesn't have top runners. It's a nickname. It's a nickname. Yeah, it's a nickname, man.
Okay.
These energy drinks and the soft drinks, they have a lot of the chemicals that you spoke about, no?
Yes.
But they're also concentrated quite highly with sugar.
Yes.
You know, when should one have this energy drink versus having a soft energy drink?
Yes.
Soft drink.
These ones.
Yeah.
The sports drinks have got electrolytes.
Sure.
Electrolytes, that is sugar, salts.
Yeah.
Those are going to balance the body.
Yeah.
they are going to make the body not to have cramps, because muscles, for them to work, they need those salts. That is why at some point
magnesium, sodium, and
we
potassium.
eat raw salt.
Yeah.
Yes, I told somebody that at some point you have to take raw salt. Say, what? I say, when you run and you are not fit, we can see on your clothes there is salt. So that salt is coming out. So we are replacing that salt.
They just sweat profusely. Doesn't mean they're not
You
fit.
sweat, and when it's hot,
Yeah.
you become dry, and the salt will show on your face.
Yeah.
Yes, some runners finish the race as if they were
In the mountain.
yes. So that's why I put a buff. That's why I put a buff here, and when I get water, I put water. Then I clean myself.
So,
I don't want to finish a race as if I was in a war.
As if you're playing with ashes at night.
Yes.
Hey,
as if there was
I don't
a volcano
like
close to you.
The thing is, you don't know that you look like that until someone's like, "Hey man, are you okay?" You're like,
Yeah.
"I'm good." No need.
So you need to check your face. Even these things, you see. Yes, you need to check your face. You need to take the water. So now the Coke has got sugar.
Yeah.
Coke has got sugar. One thing I don't like about the Coke is that it's got acid. Maybe because they pour the
carbonated
glasses. Now maybe the acid is gone there, but the acid for me, when it gets into me, then it starts to cause some explosion. Maybe the gas. The gas, now it comes back here. So I only drink Coke when I'm left with 5 kiloliters. I don't drink Coke there. So it depends on an individual. Some drink Coke, they get okay, but when you are tired, you just take everything. Yes.
There's some guys who drink alcohol during a run. You know, some people take brandy, some take wine.
Yeah.
A lot of people drink beer.
Yes.
You know, barley and hops during the run.
Alcohol. Dangerous stuff.
What is the impact of that? I mean, alcohol in of itself, just drinking casually. You know, once you go beyond 2 or 3 beers or 2 or 3 drinks, you know, your system is slower, you start to slow your words. That's if you're a serious runner. If you're a serious runner who drinks, you can't go beyond 3 drinks. You can't. But what is the impact of drinking
alcohol now
during the actual activity, exercise or marathon running?
Alcohol can make you to be intoxicated. That is the first thing.
It gets there, yeah.
Yes, when you think about alcohol and when you drink it when you are running, you forget that it can make you to be intoxicated, and you lose the nervous system's ability to work, because alcohol,
you lose focus.
Yes, you lose focus. Alcohol in the body, it causes the nervous system to collapse. So the coordination, you can see a pothole there and you are not sure it's a pothole.
The coordination between the brain and the leg.
Yes. Some are strong, they can drink a lot of alcohol and run, but some are weak.
I don't want to be that strong, man.
Yes. No, some take advantage. So now, alcohol, first thing is, it can affect performance negatively, not in a positive way. It's not like we say Coke can do this and somebody say alcohol can do that. This alcohol, first thing, alcohol is diuretic.
Diuretic, yes.
Yes, diuretic means that it encourages a lot of urination.
Yeah,
there are these things, the pills or whatever. If you've got a problem of the bladder or the kidney, they give diuretic. So you must be able to pass urine out now time and time again. So that
cranberry juice also diuretic?
What?
Cranberry juice, I think it's also diuretic.
Yes, cranberry juice.
So if you're having vodka and cranberry juice, you're properly screwed.
Yes, so alcohol can do that, and you don't need to be urinating a lot.
You don't need that.
Yes, it depends to me. I don't know what I drank when I went to Glasgow. I was urinating a lot, and I have to do some research of what I ate.
You didn't have alcohol?
Yes, it means I ate something that was diuretic. Yes, you know, I need to check.
A lot of guys speak about especially beer. That it has recovery, all the stuff you're speaking about, electrolytes and all sorts of other minerals.
Yes.
That it helps with recovery, but also it helps with just replenishing the body during the exercise. You know, a lot of people have done a lot of tests. There's a couple of, you know, serious silver medalists who swear by having a drink during the race or a few drinks during the race for whatever purpose. But now when it comes to the average social runner, they will drink because the beer is nice for them.
Yes.
You know, during the run.
Yes, some do it.
And it makes you dehydrated.
I saw some do it at comrades, but it was maybe after polish shots.
Okay, of course. This is the up run.
Up run, yes. It was few kilometers to go. Now they are sure of their story.
Yeah, no, you're sure about your medal.
Yes,
by the time we get to polish
it's the same as when I passed polish shots.
That's when you drink Coke. You're also sure about your story.
Yes, that is when I do Coke. And it's where when I passed polish shots, I became very much hungry. The gels were not functioning anymore. And there were some guys eating pap and meat there. And I went to them, I said, no, can you give me just a piece?
And they gave you Zulu pap.
And they refused. And no, they were not.
You are Limpopo.
No, they were not Zulu guys.
Zulu guys.
They were colored guys. They were eating pap and meat. And I wanted pap and meat at that point because everything was not functioning.
Was it pap?
Yes, pap. Yes, I was pap. So they said, no, it's over. Just go and run. It will mess up your stomach. But at that point, I could run that 9 kilometers with pap in my stomach. But with alcohol, they just do it. But I think those who do it, they have done it before.
They have trained.
But
they're used to it.
But it's a risk because there are some of us who are sick and they don't know. And alcohol can impair the thermoregulation in the body. Isn't that when you are running, your body will become hot, and when it's hot, there will be some systems that will change that temperature so that So if you have
the organs can't operate at a certain temperature.
Yeah, there is a term that is
called the gut, all the organs.
There is a term that is called homeostasis.
Yes, homeostasis.
Where now, if there is something bad happening, something good will happen in order to balance the things.
So that everything works in accordance.
Yeah, that thing of saying, in my culture, they say, if you don't know, it's dangerous.
What culture is that?
If you don't know, it's dangerous. Not to have knowledge is dangerous. In my culture, everyone has got a culture. We've got proverbs, the Chinese and the Swahili and what. Now, if you don't know, it's dangerous. Now, because of peer pressure, you run with somebody, you drink and say, no, let's take whiskey here, it will give us energy, and you take whiskey and you collapse. So that is going to be the worst case scenario. So just stick to the right thing. You'll run, you'll finish, and you'll drink a lot of beer. No one will stop you.
Afterwards.
Yes, and
then you'll be dehydrated, you won't recover properly.
And you'll be celebrating.
It still has effects even after that.
No, don't make yourself an experiment.
Yeah.
Yes, along the way. That's why I'm saying all people who have got DNFs, there is a story.
Yeah.
But those stories are not put in public.
They're not.
So some are doing those crazy things and they get DNFs.
And they don't know about these
things. And we don't know, and they don't know. Some unfortunately, some collapse. Some of us will collapse because of whatever reason. So that's that.
Yeah, people get DNFs. Let's get on to the last topic here, the novice.
Yes.
So we're traveling now, going to Durban in the next few weeks, and there's a couple of different ways to travel to Durban for the Comrades Marathon. You could travel, commonly a lot of people travel with their running club or people from their running club. Sometimes you could travel with family, you know, children, loved one, parents, that sort of thing, siblings. Or you could travel with a group of friends, which is the most dangerous one. Now, someone who's a novice, last week you were saying a novice must travel with someone who's done this thing before. But what should a novice be doing the days leading up to the race itself, the Sunday, the 8th of June?
Before the day?
Yeah, no, as in if they're traveling there on Thursday or Friday or... I wouldn't suggest traveling to Durban on Saturday. But if they are traveling on Saturday...
As a novice, don't go there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of 1,000 ways to die.
Wow. Jesus.
You're traveling there on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe you have booked a plane. It lands there on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You collect.
You're
go
talking,
to your
you're talking
room.
about my first novice experience.
Yes, you go to your room.
Half
Then-
past 8 is when you close
Yes,
your
you,
eyes.
because of anxiety, you don't sleep.
Yeah.
And during the night, then you have to go to Peter Marisburg.
You wake up at 2:30 and you hear the waves.
You can't
Hitting the shore.
can't wake up because you will never sleep. Anxiety doesn't
Very
allow
tired.
that.
Very tired.
Yes, you will sleep for 1 hour.
3-hour drive to the airport.
Yes.
A 2-hour flight to.
Yes, that
So
is
5 hours of
that's the
traveling.
worst case scenario
Yeah.
that must not happen to a novice runner.
It happened to me.
A novice runner
So
must,
don't do that, please. Don't do that.
So a novice runner must go there maybe Friday. He or she must be there
Yeah.
at the expo, collect, and
Yeah.
go to sleep, and sleep even during the day on Saturday. The worst thing is to be excited and go to the expo again on Saturday. Watch people there.
And then your watch clocks
and
you at
because
10,000
maybe you've got a lot
steps.
of money, you buy a lot of things there. But
Yeah.
on Friday, now if you go on Saturday, maybe some of us, our employers are not so nice. Yes, you can. But if you just go on Saturday, just do your things and go and rest.
Yeah, within
You
the
need
hour
to
you'll
rest.
be out of there.
You need to rest because there you'll be. You can put your watch on walking mode.
Yeah.
You'll see that you can walk 10 kilometers.
You will, definitely.
Yes, going to
Definitely.
the toilet, going there, talking to people, and
Going to the stall, that stall.
yes.
Yeah.
So you need to have a rest. We encourage them to go on Friday because it's for the first time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's going to be a lot of novice seminars.
Novice seminars.
Or
now
novice talks at the
at the expo.
yeah.
Yes, attend it once because what they'll be telling you there is not something new. They'll just telling you what you know.
But you would have been a novice.
Yes.
You do need to go there.
Yes.
The first time.
Yes. I went there. I don't remember what they told me. We just drank coffee.
That's what you remember.
Yes. But what they told us, no, they can't be telling you because you get in trips and drives there. So
Yeah.
there will be no that is the time to talk to novice. No, you just get in there and then they will treat you okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And say, how are you? Welcome. What? They'll just try to put you on so that now you are not panicking. But they will not tell you anything because there were novice webinars. and
Yes,
past.
yes.
So that one is past. If you don't have it, you go to
it's there,
www.comrades, then you get them questions and answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs support. You know, if you travel with your running club, that's the best kind of support.
Yes.
You know, a lot of big corporates or running clubs,
Yeah.
they have people stationed along the route.
Yeah.
You know, how must they novice plan these things? Because now remember, this is somebody who's never done this before. They've probably had a lot of insight and
Doesn't know
information,
anything.
but they don't know that they'll need support at the 45k mark, at 60, and possibly at 75.
Yes.
How should they prepare for all those things? Or maybe some of those things, because you can never be fully prepared for those things.
That kind of a thing is sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
If you don't have a group or a club that can take care of you,
yeah,
you need to run the whole comrades without any help. You will just depend on the water points.
the water points
Yes. Yes, I had
and
those
the good
people
people of
for,
KZN.
yes, I had those people for the past 2 years, and they will tell you that will be at these kilometers.
Mm.
The thing is, if you don't see them from a distance,
Yeah,
you can pass them because you can be running on the left and on the right.
but you must fix those things before. I think the day before you must have a meeting, even if it's like an online meeting,
That will be on the left.
with your support group and say
Will
that.
be at so many kilometers.
Yes.
Yes, because I've got some of my staff. I put the gels and whatever. Then I miss
And
them.
magic potions
Yes,
and some prayers.
yes, I miss them. I miss them because I was running on the left and they were on the right.
You made a novice mistake. That's a novice mistake.
No, when you're running those kilometers where you
Yeah.
agreed that they'll be 8:45 or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes
But drama.
they go there, they find that no, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Then they shift. But for me, I think the right way for those people who help us, it must be after 70 or after 60. Because up to 60, we are still okay. So now, okay, yes, I'm still okay. But if
you and your secret training, you guys are
we are not passing at the same rate, ne?
Yes,
at the
not.
same time.
Not.
So they will be there forever until the last one pass. So
they can have a silver medalist and a bronze medalist.
Yes, if they can break and some are there where it's a survival, then it's okay. But I find that most of them that they are in the middle. In the middle. And in the middle, that is when you are still fresh. So if I had the reliable ones, because now I don't have reliable ones, I'll put other shoes there and I'll change shoes.
Reliable.
Yes.
Would you suggest that a novice flies into Durban or just drives to Durban from like Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Gauteng, Free State, and Western Cape?
Some novices have got money. They don't prefer to drive.
Some novices have money.
Yeah, some are loaded. Some are loaded.
I'm talking ideal. I'm talking ideal.
Ideal for me as a novice is to go with people. But if you are fly with people. When you arrive there, then you can be guided. I was guided. Yes, I think I was with you.
Yes.
I was with you. I was guided. I didn't make myself.
And you're not talking like this. Hey, there you are not talking.
I was not talking.
You are reserved.
So you remember?
Then the medal came around.
So you remember the real me. This is not the real me.
I remember.
You remember the real me.
Pre-comrades Madisha.
And we were sharing a room. And
yes, that's how we met.
So
Madisha and I met because we shared a room in 2019 at Comrades Marathon. At Balito. That's where our running club 015.
I always stay at Balito. I don't stay at Durban. Durban is.
Anything north of Durban is fine. Anything like Lucia and
Balito is far, but it's comfortable there.
And I think you can shut it down.
Yes.
But any last words for the novices? As you're always dropping a lot of...
For the novices, please research. Research about running.
And watch all the...
And call us if you have to call us. I share information. I'm not jealous.
There's an email in the show notes.
Yes, I'm not jealous. I share information, and the worst thing for a novice is to go there and fail.
That's the worst thing.
And now they may not go back, because that thing is very much cruel and dangerous. So to run the whole day, when you run before people wake up and you finish after they've eaten twice at home,
and the first generation,
and the pressure of going there, they will be tricking you. So that is another one mental. That when you have got a cramp, you think about I told people that I'm going to Comrades now. You start to run with an injury, you are under pressure. So you have to prepare. Now you have to make sure your body is okay. You have to taper in the correct way and take advices from people who know running. I can't just say, eat a rat, it will make you to run okay, and eat a rat. No.
That's a bit extreme. Very
extreme. No, people do very funny things because they just believe everyone back.
People go to Durban Station, and there's a group of people who, the moment they get to Durban,
there is a kilometer of things there.
There is a long list of herbs and liquids and other things
some will be having a certain plant.
And smear.
Yes, a certain plant. They say, eat this thing. It will make you have a heart.
At 9 o'clock.
Yes. Headache for 90 kilometers because you never took that thing. So research and asking the veterans. I'm not a veteran, but I know a lot. And I can't say, I know.
Where would you put yourself?
On a scale of 10.
10 being veteran.
Knowledge of running.
Knowledge and experience.
Yes, 9 out of 10.
Oh, and results.
9 out of 10.
Because one of the reasons why we do this podcast is because you and I have quite a lot of experience running.
Yes.
And also experience applying.
Applying the experience.
Because a lot of people just learn. It's nice to learn. It's nice to speak about Tete and all the other guys.
Yes.
But if you're not applying that, then what are we doing?
And we try to help social runners because the top runners we can help because they have got coaches. So social runners who are top, some of them are not able to help other runners.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not obvious that if a person can run, can help others. Even good football players can be good coaches. But there is one that has never played football, but they can be a coach and win. Jose Mourinho, Carlos Pereira.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I don't think I listen to you coach me as a runner if you have not done the kind of stuff that I want to do. But that's just me.
Okay.
That's just me. Maybe I need to learn some more.
You need to learn some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the RUNMODE podcast, man.
It's okay. It's okay. Go and rest.
Yeah.
Do low mileage. Keep the intensity. If you're running at 5, run at 5. Don't run at 7.
You're speaking like a soccer coach now.
Yes. and don't try to go out and say that I'm walking. I want to walk. No, run and walk. Run and walk. That walk must be incorporated into running.
In other words, every 3, 4, or 10 kilometers, I'm taking a minute-long walk.
Yes. And no one is having a gun at your head that don't walk. No, just walk and...
No, your legs will show you when you must walk.
Yes.
Your legs will show you.
Yes. No, that is... We are waiting, and I think now is the time for them to listen to the podcast to get more advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also give us some feedback. Thank you for tuning in, man. This is the RUNMODE podcast. Check out the episode. We spoke about tapering. We spoke about strong legs and weak legs, pulling legs. Race hydration, and our favorite people, the novices. My name is Mohotjie, and this is Madisha MJ. We'll see you next week. Like, share, subscribe, and keep running.
Good.
Keep running.
Peace.
Yeah, good luck with comrades.
Peace.
Yeah, peace. Peace. Peace.
Nice. Love and peace, really.
Yeah.